You know, as I stand here before Howard Hughes' historic Spruce Goose, I can only wonder what it was like for those intrepid aviators who prepared for their pilot's license. I bet they had no idea what was to come. Now, you can get an idea just how big the Spruce Goose is by comparing it to the Ford Trimotor in the foreground here. It sure makes you wonder if Howard Hughes had a type rating for this enormous bird. Hi, I'm Matt Dragon from Evergreen Aviation Museum, and welcome to ASA's DVD Ground School. Fortunately, this great airplane has a perfect record. No accidents ever, but then it only made one takeoff and one landing. We hope that in your flying career, you'll also have a perfect record, but accomplish a few more takeoffs and landings than the Spruce Goose. I'll be your host for the next few hours of your private pilot ground school. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your desire to become a pilot. Also, I want to thank you for selecting ASA's DVD Ground School as your home study course. Now, the primary objective of ASA's DVD Ground School is to teach you everything you need to know to ace the FAA knowledge exam. Your ASA Ground School course is very flexible. For example, you can use this video course either standalone with the provided test prep, or use this video along with ASA's interactive software, Prepware. Either way, you can be sure that you'll get an excellent score on your FAA knowledge exam. Now, the best way to study for the FAA knowledge exam is to just follow along through this course, completing each lesson in order. Now, each lesson contains typical FAA questions, complete with an explanation and the correct answer. After completing a lesson, go to the same lesson in the ASA test prep and answer the questions within that chapter. Now, once you successfully answer all the questions in your test prep chapter or Prepware lesson, go on to the next DVD lesson. Now, upon completion of all the lessons, you'll have the opportunity to take 2 full-length practice exams. Now, you'll send these exams in to us to receive your instructor sign-off, and that's all there is to it. Now, I'd like to introduce you to your ASA DVD Ground School instructors, Dave Selesky, Josh Pruzek, and Roger Stenbach. In addition to being one of your ground school instructors and a commercial pilot, Dave Selesky is also a meteorologist for News Channel 8, the NBC affiliate in Portland, Oregon. Dave also enjoys flying his Abarca Defender. Your next instructor is Josh Pruzek. Josh is a full-time flight instructor, and it shows. Josh really enjoys ground and flight instruction, bringing enthusiasm and a determined quest for excellence to this course. Now, Roger Stenbach's aviation background spans more than 28 years, with more than 4,700 flying hours. Now, in addition to his instrument flight instructor rating, Roger also holds a Juris Doctorate degree from LaSalle Law School. Now, unlike some other video courses, we won't go over every possible FAA knowledge test question. That would be very grueling and, frankly, not very productive. Instead, we'll cover each question type in depth and explain representative problems and questions. This way, you'll be able to solve and answer any of the FAA knowledge questions, not just from rote memorization, but from your understanding of the subject matter. However, your ASA test prep and Prepware software do contain all current and valid FAA questions. This way, the knowledge will stick with you long after you've taken the FAA knowledge test. The ASA DVD Ground School Private Pilot course is organized into these lessons. Lesson 1, Basic Aerodynamics. Lesson 2, Aircraft Systems. Lesson 3, Flight Instruments. Lesson 4, Regulations. Lesson 5, Procedures and Airport Operations. Lesson 6, Weather. Lesson 7, Weather Services. Lesson 8, Aircraft Performance. Lesson 9A and 9B, en route flight. Lesson 10, navigation. Lesson 11, communication procedures. And finally, test tips. Now, one note, Lesson 9 is more than 2 hours long, so we broke it down into 2 sections, 9A and 9B. Once you complete this lesson, you'll see that the ASA workbook covers this subject as one chapter. Okay, now let's go to our flight prep classroom and begin with Lesson 1, Basic Aerodynamics. I'll turn you over now to Dave Selesky, and I'll see you later.